Hi, in today's hsbDesign for Revit training session, we're going to take a look at the pocket tool and the hsbStickFrame ribbon. As you can see, in this model, we have a structural beam that runs through our outer wall, and we want to create a pocket for this one. In order to get a better look at what we're doing, we're going to use the hsb console to isolate this wall and the structural beam. I'll talk more about the hsb console in a later video. In order to add the pocket, we can open up the Setup tab by clicking on the icon of the tool. In here, you can at first select that the Update tool runs automatically after inserting the handler. This means that the construction will be generated right after selecting the structural beam. We will do this manually, and you will then see what this would do. Furthermore, you can add an offset from the alignment, and you can set up the inventory. In our case, we're using default beam, but you can use any other alias, and this will then use the material that is assigned to this alias for the specific framing style. You also have the option to set up sheeting options for all of the positions around the pocket, so top, left, bottom, and right. And coming to the structural properties, you have the option to add a header. You always have a visual representation on the right side if you click on the property, or you can add a sill. We'll add a sill, and we can furthermore add a sill gap, but we leave this one to 0. Or if we would have added a header, we could also add a header gap. You also have the option to split the bottom or the top plate, and you can choose the alignment. You can align the pocket left, centre and right. In this case, we're using centre as we want to have it central underneath the beam. Last but not least, you can select number of the supporting beams. We're using 4. After clicking OK, you're asked to select the item container in which you want to create the pocket, and afterwards, the structural beam. Click Finish, and as you can see, nothing happened. But I quickly turn on some filters so that we don't have the sheets visible. And as you can see, there has been a tool handler inserted. So in order to get the construction, we can either generate the whole wall again, or we use the Update tool. This will only update the selected tool, and by that, it will take less time. So we use the Update tool, and if we switch to this view, we can see that it worked out fine. So we have 4 supporting beams, we have a sill, and we have the 2 king studs. I'm still selecting the handler, and I can now edit the properties of this pocket. So for example, I can split the top plate. After clicking OK, the construction hasn't changed. This handler is anchored to the structural beam. So if I move the structural beam, for example, over here, the handler moves as well. But as you can see, the construction hasn't moved, and this is because I have to select the handler again and regenerate the whole wall, or just use the Update tool. So, the construction has now moved to the new position, and the top plate is split as we defined in the properties. I hope this video helped you get an introduction to the pocket tool and how to use it in your design process. See you for the next video.